There we go, baby. Yeah. Make healthcare great again. Repeal Obamacare. Every single word of it. Wow. You guys are unruly today. Give me a sign. Give me a sign. I gotta do that. Okay. Hey, there's 3 there, buddy. Let me take one. Why are you guys so angry? Why? Why am I a joke? Well, he's the president, joke or not, so there you go. There you go. There's Lowenthal right there. That's better. He's got to hurry up. They're clapping because of Lowenthal. There we go. Good job, man. Good job. And that's the guy who attacked me right there. Okay, and there's the congressman. You said you're nuts? Yeah, you're right. Believe me, nobody wants to touch you.
Hey, you better stop calling me names. Stop calling me names. You shut up too.
They're very violent.
Welcome to the college.
Very nice.
And please make yourself comfortable. And it's great to see such a wonderful turnout.
Thank you.
Long Beach City College has been serving the community for
That guy's
89
violent.
Names. I don't like it.
That guy's
We are
issues.
proud of the strong academic tradition, career technical education, and transfer programs we maintain for students of all ages and backgrounds. Our college consists of 2 campuses, the liberal arts campus, where you are right now, and the Pacific Coast campus, which is located at Orange and PCH in central London. One of the programs that makes Long Beach City College even stronger is our partnership with Long Beach Unified Council of Long Beach
Really quick.
and the City of Long Beach
Yeah,
called the Long Beach College
That guy's out of
Promise.
control over there. Just keep an eye on him, okay?
Just to digress for a minute, we were the 3rd promise in the whole country. Kalamazoo, Michigan, Ventura, and then Long Beach. So that was something to be really proud of. The promise provides a framework for college preparation, access, and student success.
You okay there, darling?
And serves as a model across.
You're okay. You're not in my way.
I appreciate the opportunity to tell you a little bit about this great institution, and again, welcome to all our neighbors and community members. And now it is my honor to introduce our Associated Student Body President, Eric Mazarios. Eric.
Lots of people. Lots of people.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out. My name is Eric Mazarios, and I serve as the student body president at Long Beach City College.
All right.
I'm pleased to be here tonight to introduce our very special guest. He has served as our congressional representative since 2013.
That's right.
Representing Long Beach, Signal Hill, Lakewood, Cypress, Los Alamitos, Rossmore, Garden Grove, Westminster, Stanton, and Bundle Park in California's 47th Congressional District. Prior to his election to Congress, he served our community as a state senator, state assembly member, city council member, and faculty member at Cal State Long Beach. He's been a leader on environmental protections, economic development, and fair political practices and redistricting. But what makes us most proud is his leadership on educational issues, highlighted by his authorship of the Long Beach College Promise Partnership Act in 2011. On behalf of the 25,000 students at Long Beach City College, I'd like to give Congressman Dr. Alan Lowenthal a warm Viking welcome.
I'm really touched that you are here and we are here together to participate in the democratic process and to listen to each other and to work with each other. I'd like to just give you a little overview of what we're going to do, and I'm going to talk for maybe introduce a little bit about what I see is going on in Washington, what my role, a little bit about myself, how I'm interacting with what's taking place. But I'm going to need some, and then we're going to have about an hour and a half. Hopefully, we'll finish up by 6:30, and then we'll have questions and people coming and asking. It's really about listening to you and trying to provide people with some answers, hopefully.
Awesome.
The panelists that are here, I have asked to come because I'm not an expert on everything, and really who we are really is, defined by the people that we work with and that we ask to participate with us. And so the first thing is I'm going to be mentioning the three people here. We're really here to help, and when I can't answer the question, I'm going to turn to them. On the far left is Dr. Elisa Nicholas. I don't know if many of you know Elisa Nicholas, but if you don't, you should. She has been the heart and soul of the Children's Clinic that provides all of the health care for those that are the most in need and the least able to afford it. And she will, and when questions are asked, will tell you what it means to this community when we have health care and when it's pulled away from us. And so that's really why Elisa, and she'll try to answer some of those questions.
It's already been pulled away.
Next to Elisa, somebody who I'm just really getting to know, I'm so glad that
He's a real humanitarian.
is James Dillon, or Jim Dillon. He is the Deputy Executive Director of the ACL. Right here on in is Alicia Morales, who is an example, and maybe when the questions are asked for her, she is the lead organizer at the Long Beach Immigration Rights Coalition.
I don't know how much they're going to pay for this.
Oh, I know. So much craziness all in one place.
I know.
When there are shocking events that happen, friends and family and others are grabbed, and taken from their homes, or picked up and arrested by ICE or others, or taken into custody.
What about Ruben Morphine? Ruben Morphine was killed by an illegal alien. He'll never come back home.
People that are out there on the front line trying to help all the time, and that's how we see it. And they will be there not to give speeches, but really to answer any kind of question.
Awesome.
I have some notes, but I'm going to kind of get rid of the notes. I'm just going to talk.
of the 60s.
Was so unhappy that when the nation was going through great changes, that psychologists just would treat the casualties, and I really wanted to pivot my career to preventing the problems, to working with communities, to promote well-being of communities, to be out there. And the reason I say this is I got real involved in my community, is that a lot of people are going to ask, what can I do? And while I can't tell you exactly what group to join,
So tell me, darling, do you think that he was helpful for your community? Is that okay? You're okay?
I'm getting involved and doing it. And so, in my life, it's been...
How about over here?
What it is, I'm going to introduce in a
So tell me,
minute.
darling, was he helpful in your community? Was Lowenthal helpful?
So I
No, things have gone
realized
downhill
that
since
when I
he's gone
joined,
through
I
the
didn't know what was
system.
going on. I saw first that there were all the members of our local school board all came from one part of
Lowenthal's a
town.
failure.
So I worked on a campaign to have district elections for school board because I believe in the rule of law, and I believe that we are best served.
If he believes in the rule of law, then why does he support amnesty and stopping ICE?
And so,
Believes in the rule of law? What kind of joke is that?
That's a lie. This guy claims to support the rule of law. Not a chance. This guy is lawless. Shame on him.
To do something to give back to our community. And we worked really hard on and I'll just tell you, we worked really hard on
This lady. Just leave me alone.
Donald Jackson on the issues about excessive force for the Long Beach Police Department, and to have citizen oversight of our police department. And I worked real hard on doing that. And then people said, well, why don't you run for city council? And I did, and the reason why I say this, I was running against an incumbent. I had all sorts of reasons why I was going to do it. But as I walked my district, which was, people kept telling me, Alan, what's this black soot in the window? It's just like people coming here to ask, what are you going to do? And I listened, and I said, you know, if I'm elected and we work together, we can find out what that black soot, and we can change that. And I will tell you, that was a time when there was so much uncontrolled pollution coming out of the ports, coming out of
There's still so much pollution coming out of Alan Lowenthal.
Coming together, we changed in a model that said that people are just as important, the public health is just as important as economic development, and they're not incompatible goals. Sustainability means bringing us together and thinking about what our actions will have on the next generation and the generation after that. And that we can have development, but we can also have the protection of the public health. And we can also have those people at the table who have not even been born yet. And
Right.
that's really why we're here.
Okay,
So
he cares
I
about the
get
unborn.
elected, and I swore
Go
to
for it, yeah.
represent you in the
He
elections.
wants to
I worked on
support people who
climate change
haven't been
issues here in
born.
California.
But he's a big abortionist,
But
right?
he supports abortion?
In 2012.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
With many of the support.
Did you hear what he said?
He's a liar. He's a liar.
It was quite a shock coming from California, where we have a progressive agenda, and I am a progressive. And yes, proud to put my name on it.
I can't hear him.
Everything is progressive. But I will tell you, my first 4 years in the Congress, even though the values, and you know me, I'm a psychologist, I want to work with people, I want to understand, but I also want to be consistent with my values. I want to make sure that I maintain who I am and my integrity, and that I don't sell out who I am. So I spent 4 years, but we had a backstop. We had President Barack Obama.
Afuera!
When they would do things to scuttle, DACA, or they didn't like DACA, or they 60 times they put up votes to get rid of the Affordable Care.
Yeah!
We had President Obama at
Woo! Repeal Obamacare.
Thank God we have Trump now.
We are now in a new period of time. We're in a
Shut
time
up.
when we are coming together because we're not sure who has our back anymore. We're not sure who is out for the American public
Trump.
and who is
You
out for
are.
themselves. And the people here tonight, I would vote for out the American public.
You're not.
Say it again.
Here is we care about our communities, we care about our neighbors, we care about those that want.
You're nothing but a damn phony. You're nothing but a damn phony. You're nothing but a phony. Get him out.
Way to go, Mike.
We will give you, as I said at the beginning,
You're full of it.
Sir, if you could just keep it down. Thank you. Just keep it cool.
I'm not doing anything.
You're full of it.
Come on, sir.
No, Obama was.
Me, he's a liar. We're with you. Yeah, you're a liar.
No, we're not.
Liar.
Change the word Trump to
Shut up, you
Lowenthal.
damn liar.
Let the
for
Congressman.
a time, you know.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Keep it.
I did take it back a little bit. I
That guy
really
threatened my life right there.
to listen to each other and to respect each other. I am not to shut your conversation down, but you need to listen to everyone else, and they will listen.
You need to listen to us too.
We'll give you a chance with the mic.
I hope so. You need to listen to us. Okay, we're all Americans.
I've heard enough.
We are now at a point where maybe I'll spend the next few minutes just talking a little bit about some of the critical issues. But first, I'd like to introduce some of my friends who are here.
Wait, didn't we meet them already?
I had the great fortune of serving with a colleague in the state legislature who came to the state legislature when I came together. He came from our sister county next to us, Orange County. When I went to the state legislature, I thought the world was Long Beach, and I thought that was behind the orange curtain.
Boo! That's shameful.
And he was a great member. And then when
Boo! Boo! Afuera!
as the great work of the independent...
That guy's an open borders fraud.
Real hard to happen. We created a district between Long Beach and Orange County, and lo and behold, I now am Lou's favorite and represent part of Orange County, and I love it, because I will tell you, Orange County is speaking out with the same voice that
If it's about repealing Obamacare, I'm with that.
proud of your sisters and brothers in Orange County. That's all I'm saying.
Sisters and brothers, that's union talk.
Just ask Congressman Issa about Orange
Congressman Issa is awesome.
County.
He's better than you.
Who I've known since we were, I was a college professor, he was an activist at Cal State Long Beach, and now our wonderful, formerly on the Board of Governors, Board of Trustees of Long Beach City College, Board of Trustees, and now on the Long Beach City Council.
I don't want to listen to him anymore. Boo! Liberal loonies are killing the state.
I'm not embarrassed.
It's too late for that, okay? It's too late.
I can't.
This guy's an embarrassment.
My dear friend, who I just spoke to this past week, Rex Richardson, our Long Beach City Councilman, again.
He's the one who compared us to the South Carolina killer.
Boo! Say that again, darling.
The South Carolina killer who went in and killed those black people in the church.
That guy said that?
Rex,
Shame on him.
Harrison.
Racist. So he's racist. He was racist.
He compared us to that
You
killer.
want to know we have another fighter on our side who represents the northern part of Long Beach, the 9th District, and the district just to our west of us, and that's Nanette Barragon. And,
Oh, God.
it was just wonderful. Thank you.
Nanette Barragant.
So really, I just kind of wanted, before we go, to just end, you know, I don't know where things are. I can just tell you that I personally found many of the comments that were made by the president to be inappropriate.
Wrong. They're excellent.
That's what you
God bless him.
It's not respectful.
God bless Donald Trump. God bless Donald Trump. You are not respectful.
We need a leader to bring us together.
I don't like you talking about my president like that.
Shame.
I don't like you talking about my president like that.
I'm really going to have to ask you to keep it down. Thank you.
Not my president. I'm not going to stand here and let him badmouth our president.
That's a terrible thing for him to say.
I'm not going to do
That's
it.
very respect and disrespectful. He wants respect, but he talks about the president like that.
Talking about our president like that.
You're shameful.
You got some nerve.
Shame on you.
Yes.
He's mentally ill.
Yes, you are. Absolutely. So are you giving him a hard time? That guy threatened to kill people right over there. That creep over there threatened to kill people. Shame on him. Why are you standing for some reason? That's very strange.
What are you doing?
She's like touching you inappropriately or something?
I think it will divide us, it will create more problems than it will solve.
Oh, we're not going nowhere.
It will make us safer, it will make us less safe.
Shame.
The same thing with building a wall that's going to make us less safe. Not safe.
Build that
Wall! Build that wall! Build that wall! Amen. Why are you touching him? Why are you touching him?
We don't want any.
Why are you touching him? Shame on you.
Stand in front of me.
That's right. Shame.
Over the last
Did you guys call out President Obama when he said 59 times you can keep your doctor and you can keep your health care? Did anybody call him out?
Build that wall, baby. This is a good one to start with.
Okay.
That's a nice middle finger. Is that your age or your IQ?
Thank you, folks. If you could.
when I was in the state legislature, I thought that the best way to
Why am I being segregated? That's wrong. You didn't answer my question. Is that your age or your IQ? I think it's her IQ because she looks
Hat
pretty.
size.
Thank you. Has been a godsend.
Boo! Tell that to my neighbors in Torrance.
He won.
That's right. We won, you lost.
These are working families.
We won. Did you know that?
Are you learning how to count? Because she gave you the middle finger.
She
gave me?
She gives you the middle finger too?
No.
She's very disrespectful. She's a liar.
What they couldn't do.
Did you know that?
Hey,
Two, I said we will help those people. We will subsidize those who are the most in need economically.
what about you? What about your
Raise that
brother?
subsidy and raise that subsidy. Insurance rates go up so that they will have affordable health care all the time.
But that's what he promised like 5 years ago, and we never got it.
We will get from the insurance companies by having these regulations, by having real services,
Love it.
and people getting real health care, which makes sure that you have mental health services. That you
You need it.
Can we keep
Who's gonna pay for it?
Can we keep our doctor?
Who's gonna pay for it, genius? All of us, huh?
You'll have your chance to say a few words.
Okay. I thought she was going to use the middle finger to communicate.
That's right.
He's a threat. He's a thug. You're a thug. Shame, 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 shame. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm taller than you, lady. Was that a Heil Hitler or something? Ooh. She's a National Socialist.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's a national. Look at that. Oh my God.
All right.
She's a national socialist. You hate Jews as well?
It's part of a larger plan.
Look like a Hitler sign.
Yeah, she's a racist.
Hitler salute. Do that again.
Do it again for everybody. You know how to count. You can count to 2. I'm so proud of you.
And I will tell you.
She showed me a middle finger, and then she went like this. So she's learning how to count. Yeah. Boo! Sit down.
Can we keep our doctor? Can we keep our doctor?
Put your sign down. We know you work for Russia.
I'm trying to talk to them.
Besides the traffic, besides the immigration issues, refusing to acknowledge that we're a nation of immigrants.
Build that wall!
Whoa! Yes.
Is even more.
Big, beautiful wall.
I'm trying to get her to take it down.
He needs to hurry up. I want to talk. Damn it.
Really must have a Congress and a president that acknowledges that we have a responsibility to our children and our grandchildren.
We already have one. His name is Donald Trump. We already have one. We already have one. His name is Donald Trump. Thank you. I'm so glad you agree.
We need to listen to you now.
Yeah.
We need to hear what you're concerned about.
Yeah.
Your story. So I would really like to stop talking at this moment.
Thank you. I'd like that too.
And
I'm not awful. I'm a Sagittarius. Thank you.
you know what's so nice about us that's different than some other
Yes, you are rude. Thank you.
I got something to say.
Okay, sir.
is that we're truly inclusionist. We really are.
Go, Robert. Go, Robert. Go.
And I'm here, and I'm your representative, because I will fight to have an inclusionary society.
How about including us?
I'm not quite sure how we do this, Mark.
Go, Janet. Go.
Microphone.
Don't forget the sign. You go.
What I'd like to do
Go, Janet. Go.
is to have people, because there's, in this room now, you know, this facility holds a little over 1,000 people. So there are close to 1,000 people here tonight.
Excuse me. God bless you. You're a good man.
And then we'll try to answer them. Some of you just may want to make a statement that you want to.
Yeah.
That's fine too. So let's begin.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Some people can only afford a hospital and or surgery policy. Some people can only afford a hospital and or surgery policy. If the GOP were to pass such a policy, would it be legal in California if it were administrated through
I think he won, didn't he?
healthcare
I think he
agencies?
won, right?
Would the dismantling be legal in California, or would what was put into place? Right now,
No, that's not my question. You know, some people are not poor enough to get an Affordable Care Act subsidies, and at the same time, they're not wealthy enough to pay the Obamacare premiums. So some people can only afford a limited coverage. You know, like there's, you know, like if they don't drink or don't use drugs, then they don't need policy for rehabilitation.
What's up,
so
man?
I'm asking, some people can only afford a limited policy.
Donald Trump, Donald
that
Trump,
doesn't
Donald
cover
Trump.
everything. And then would that
Now let's
policy,
listen to this moment.
if it were administrated through insurance companies be legal in California?
That's where it's at.
Well, you're asking is, and we haven't seen the details of it, when it's fleshed out.
Yeah, you do this until.
Right now,
Right on. When I start talking, then you'll start recording.
What the Affordable Care Act said was, when you buy insurance on the exchange, whether you're providing insurance through Medicare or Medicaid, I'm just letting go on, or when you buy insurance through, there are certain, or you buy insurance through your employer, there are 10 basic principles that every insurance plan has to carry out. And so that's it. You can't have people who have had pre-existing conditions kicked off, and they can't be charged any more than the next person who does not have that condition. So it's not just having access to it, it's also saying you can't be charged for any more money.
I'm with that.
Also say you gotta have mental health services, you gotta have prevention. So your question is, if they get rid of this, could they be offering plans that have less than that really are kind of bare bones kinds of plans for people that can't afford other kinds of things? And would that go on? Well, I don't think we want to go there. That's what this law says that will happen. I think what will happen, what you're saying is that we went from, as I mentioned, 20% to 10%. You're saying that there's still a small percentage of people in that 10% who can't afford insurance at that point, and it doesn't. Well, instead of targeting those folks, they threw out the whole plan for everybody, and nobody's going to get that subsidy based upon income anymore. You're saying, why doesn't it cover even more? We can't even keep. We're just trying to fight to keep what we have.
Yeah.
How about getting rid of it? Because what we have isn't much.
But I'm speculating what the GOP might pass. Okay.
Something better.
Does anybody here?
A limited bill that people could afford, would it be legal in California?
If you're really asking me what I think is going to happen,
I'm asking if one of the choices from the GOP plan,
He's got an impediment. Give him a break.
Insurance policy that has less coverage, but if people can actually afford it, then would that policy be legal in California?
I think it probably would be legal. That's why the Congressional Budget Office said 14 million people immediately would not be able to afford this, and within
14 people wouldn't afford it. Okay, 14 people.
Now have
Okay
it
with that.
aren't going to be able to afford it. So don't be talking about more people getting it. We're going to lose 24
Are you sure?
million people. In the
Well, you know, I was a Democrat, but I learned how to count.
Another question.
On this one, Diana.
Good evening, Diana Lachins, Long Beach, California. First of all, thank you very much for having this meeting tonight. I think it's exceptional. The questions that
You didn't threaten my
have
life. Thank you.
are, first of all, I mean, it's all in one. They have said, first of all, there are more than the majority of states who have legalized or medicalized marijuana. They have approved it. This is more than the majority. It's working even more. And yet the administration now has said that they are going to go after the states, are going to go after people. And then they already have started doing that with the DEA declaring CBD oil, which is the #1 lifesaver for children and for people who have some very, very difficult situations. What is going to happen with that?
Well, I think those issues were brought up with, and especially with, who I did not support, Jeff Sessions as the...
Yeah! Jeff Sessions!
That
feel the
that
hate.
direction. I would hope
thick.
that would not be the direction that the administration...
And he
wanted.
desegregated the schools, and he sued the KKK, and they went bankrupt.
Congressman Rohrabacher played a leadership role in making sure
Why they hate
that
him? Because the KKK is the Democrat Party.
That's right, they're Democrats.
I would hope that Mr. Sessions only speaks for a small group, because I will tell you, the movement, bipartisan by Republicans and Democrats, is growing not to have the federal government stop the rights of
There we go.
The next question is going to come from the back of the room.
I want to see the Book of Illegal Rights.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Angela Madsen, and I'm a resident of Long Beach. I'm a disabled veteran, and I've been going to our VA hospital since 1980.
God bless you, man. Thank you for your service.
Of healthcare things that are going on, the veterans' healthcare was not included.
Right.
And I would like for everyone to start including the veterans' healthcare when we're talking about this.
I agree with that. Yeah. Our veterans get the worst care.
Man,
who gets better care?
I just went there yesterday and I got awful care.
From for-profit medical industry, both Republican and Democratic. They'll work on whoever will help block bills to prevent us from getting the care that we need. It's been going on for decades, and they'll go for whoever's in party to block bills. Senator Sanders put a bill that would have blocked veteran hospitals health care. We would fix so many problems, but instead we're obstructing. We can't get what we need out of our VA. Our VA health care is not broken. We've got people, Republicans slamming it, everybody saying that our health care is broken and our VA is saying it's not. They want the Republicans to believe that our health care is broken. Yet we're being obstructed. We're just a little bit obstructed.
He fights for veterans. Hillary didn't.
The other thing I want to talk about, immigration. Our military family members are being deported while our troops are overseas. Yes.
Oh, brother.
Military family members, they are deporting veterans, people who swear the same oath of service to protect and defend this country, are being deported. 1,400 military veterans deported. They're deporting families. Our guys are overseas fighting for our country, and they're taking their women and children and deporting them. That is wrong.
Is that true? Do you know about that, Rob? Is that true? That's not what I heard.
And that's my immigration, that's my health care, and thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Those of us in the room remember the case of, I would think, Jose Alvarez. Jose Alvarez was a Long Beach resident, had 4 children that he helped raise to go to college. One was a Marine, to answer to that, was a Marine Corps for 7 years. According to an executive action that was passed in 2013, family members of, as you pointed out, family members of military were not to be deported. And we know that Jose Alvarez, driving across town in Long Beach, got stopped, and within hours was deported to Mexico because he had a 20-year-old. So we have to work on that. I went and visited him in Mexico. We're trying to get the government to provide him the support that he really needs. But you raise an
The thing I'm trying to understand is how did an illegal get in the military?
Members of military families.
Obama helped him get an ID.
Oh, that's right.
People who are in the military should not have to worry about the stress. None of us should, but they especially should not have to worry about it.
Why don't we start letting ISIS join our military?
Maybe she should, yeah.
Muslim Brotherhood. Let me join the military. They can know what it is.
Long Beach. I'm also a member of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Long Beach. When you visit Dallas, there,
I do come.
We've helped found the Immigrant Rights Coalition and continue to sponsor.
I know you do.
Every year we have a scholarship for dreamers. What
about my
you
dreams?
Doing, what
about our kids'
do
dreams?
To make sure that those dreamers have a chance to take advantage of that scholarship and give back to the communities in which they grew up and want to support.
We have many dreamers in our community. And first I'd like to say
I'm one of them.
that our community, whether we're here at City College, whether we're at the Cal State
They stay in the
Long
dream
Beach,
state.
whether in the city, have
If you're
stood
in the
up
dream
and
state,
said,
you're sleeping.
nobody deports anybody on our campuses.
They're gonna change that.
To be in the community That's the first thing. I have a very personal view, a lot about DACA and Dreamers. I've had, they have the center at Cal State Long Beach. A lot of the Dreamers have been interns in my office. They have helped me work on the case of Jose Alvarez.
Did you hear that? That guy is violating federal law.
I've written letters, I've been participant, and we've spoken on the floor. Last week I spoke on the floor about not being able, not having Dreamers deported to protect. This is the future of our nation. These are folks who have come at a very young age, have participated in the society. To deport them is to throw people out who will be going to places without a country. This is
That's
their
not true.
country.
That's not true. That's not true. They have a home country.
If they have so much pride in their country, they can have pride going back.
We've got to talk to people like Alicia, what we can do. Maybe you might want to say it, or what our organizations can do about protecting our youth. I will fight for it on the floor, but I will tell you, it's going to be a battle.
Yep.
I am
and a losing one for you guys.
Yep. That's it. And I'll also be honest with everybody. Everybody's going to say, what can I do? Well, if it was really up to me, I would tell you the most important election of your lifetime is going to be 2018.
And we're going to win that one, too. We're going to win that one. Republicans do even better in off years. We're going to get the Senate.
Years ago, when Barack Obama, for example, ran, people go to all over the country. We can stay right here in California and have a tremendous impact if you want to get involved. But I'm not telling you who to or where to, but we're fighting for the future of this country.
Yeah. Right. Yes, and we're winning. We're winning. We got to take a shoot.
Good afternoon, Alan Lowenthal. My name is Cheryl Sanchez-Simmons, and I work for the county organized health system in Orange County.
Where? In Orange County?
Cal Optima.
Yeah.
I'm here as a Long Beach citizen.
Cal Optima provides all the services for the Medicaid expansion.
Yes, and we stand to lose 15,000 jobs in Orange County alone if the ACA goes away.
Get rid of it. Too bad.
It's a concern. I know the company I work for, Cal Optima, hired approximately 400 or 500 people just to work with Medicaid expansion. I would really like to see if we could come to a compromise.
Government is too damn big.
And keep a lot of the existing ACA benefits that are out there for everybody, because 237,000 people may lose coverage after 2020.
Maybe Alicia, Dr. Nicholas, who is the director of the Children's Clinic, can really share, because a lot of times we just talk about the Affordable Care Act in terms of the health care impacts of having it. But there are tremendous economic
trying to have an argument. I don't even know.
Is it because you're black?
We're doing a show.
Is it because you're
goes again, watch.
Well, I was on the LA Care Board.
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
Oh, he's threatening you.
Anytime.
And for us, we serve children in
Shame.
He's mean.
families. We have about 40,000.
Maybe he doesn't like black people.
20,000 visits. And in LA County, we are estimating that we would lose 63,000 jobs. Just our organization, since the ACA,
Work somewhere else.
Low-income families. We rolled over 5,000 into expanded Medicaid. You know, kids would be covered and their families would be covered. And when the kids would age out, the whole family lost insurance. I'm a pediatrician. I would be seeing a child with complex asthma. They would grow up. They didn't have parents' insurance to go over on until they're 26 because their parents don't have insurance. So the whole family would lose insurance. And with the ACA, we were able to continue the care and that relationship with our medical home and control that child's asthma, keep them in school, keep them in college, and keep the whole family covered and able to work. All our families work. They all work. Some work 2 and 3 jobs. Wage, you have to work 3 full-time jobs at minimum wage, and that's what I see my families doing. So I think We not only doubled our number of employees and the whole LA County because of the ACA, really we also expanded and we put money into construction, into security guards, into janitorial services. So this was a huge economic engine for our communities, not just that we were serving those most in need and that we were keeping them healthy and well and able to be meaningful members of society.
Yeah.
My name is Janet West and I live in Long Beach. My brother has been a worker his entire life. He supports his daughter in college. 2 years ago, I helped him research getting Obamacare. It would have cost him $800 a month with a $5,000 deductible. That's not affordable for him. What will you do, Representative Lowenthal, to help middle class, the millions of middle class families that are in that situation?
Absolutely. Did you say single payer? Oh, God, no.
There is no doubt that when the Affordable Care was put into place, the Act, it really was designed, to get more, as much as possible, make it affordable, get more and more people who are uninsured into it. It did not really have the mechanisms because it was hard enough getting that passed. And then you ask, well, how are we going to keep the costs down in it? How can you deal with things so that middle class, it's...
I'm asking what you are going to do for
Right.
Boo!
I think, right.
Hell no.
I think what we have said...
You want public option, you'll have public graveyards. That's what you have.
Position, anyway, is that...
People have lost their
we're
minds.
willing to negotiate, but there are three things that you must have in your plan. Whenever you come, and then we'll talk.
You gotta pay for those mammograms.
The first thing is, it must cover the same people that are being covered today. It cannot cut anybody.
Let me handle it, okay?
It can't cut out. You want to improve it and make it more affordable, we'll work with you on it, but it has to come. Number two,
you hear people talking about single payer? Single payer is going to lead to a big graveyard.
Anymore. And number three, you can't give a reduction in the kinds of services. No. We
Go,
just
Janet.
sat down and said to them, let's negotiate. You want to improve it? That's really what we're saying. You've got to protect the people that are now. No, it said that these are the minimum that we're going to start with, but we would improve upon it. We know that we'd like to bring it. We know in the next iteration of the Affordable Care Act, it's got to deal with things from pharma, for the pharmaceuticals. We know that.
You didn't answer my question.
He just said, well, we know.
But when the opposition just said, for 60 times, kill it. That's all they said.
Yeah!
Let's work on it. They said, no,
Repeal that son of a bitch. Don't touch me. Do not touch me. Shame on you.
Get up there and say your piece, but be respectful.
Shame on you. You hit me, sir. Shame on you. Don't touch me. We got violent people here. It's like a disease here.
And I represent...
She's talking.
Sir. We've narrowed our concerns.
Why are you talking? He's talking.
Before because I don't have time to
touch
review.
nobody.
Thank you.
Don't touch nobody, man. Can't touch nobody. It's about Vietnamese.
First question.
No, he told me
in your
about it.
opinion,
In the hallway.
how likely will H.R. 861 pass both the House and the Senate?
I don't think it will, but I think it's more like death by 1,000 cuts. They really want to cut the budget. They want to cut the staff. They want to cut its thing. And so I don't think they're going to do away with it. They are going to try to reduce its efficiency and its effectiveness. And that's what we're fighting against also.
We'll continue fighting for that. Number two, H.R. 899, termination of the Department of Education.
Yes.
Right now, you want to use vouchers for homeschooling?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So there's H.R.
Give black kids a
610
choice.
is the vouchers for homeschooling, and it will also exclude special ed students. There's a lot of special ed students that need our help. Please help defeat
We're going
that.
to support full funding, and we've been fighting for that for a number of years. We raised
School choice for all.
So I'm going to bypass that. And my final three questions are, how are you reaching across the aisle to tackle these issues from a
They say I'm disrespectful?
approach?
What is that?
How are you reaching across the aisle
Yeah.
to tackle these issues in a bipartisan
Ooh, I'd love to hear that one.
approach? And again, how can we help you?
Well, I'll tell you what I've done. I was elected to give you an example, I was elected in 2012. Henry Waxman, who was the congressman from a nearby district.
Boo! He was the worst.
Was the chair of the climate caucus, or the climate change caucus. And Henry came to me and said, "I'm leaving, would you take it over?" At that time, there were just Democrats in it. And so I increased it. I think that is one of the 800-pound gorilla. It's unbelievable the dangers that we're just denying and ignoring. So I spent a lot of time, and I told Henry, I will try to get Republicans to join us. This shouldn't be a Democratic or Republican issue. It is affecting their districts as much as my district. And so I was not successful in getting them to join that. But then last year, a number of the Republicans who really want to do something came to me and said, "We'd like you to be a member of our group. We're going to form a bipartisan group called the Solutions Caucus. And we're going to try to see what we can do to take the first steps to deal with climate change." I, in that group, authored a bill, which they all signed on, to at least set up a commission to advise the Congress on what steps we should take about climate change. May not seem very much, but it was the first step that Republicans were willing to step out and take. It's very difficult because the leadership of their party and the funding behind their party primarily benefits greatly by continuing in a carbon-based economy.
Yeah.
But they are willing
Awesome.
I have Republican friends who represent the areas of Miami. They know they're going to be underwater. There will not be parts of Louisiana. We will lose
California's going to be an island,
so I think, unfortunately, time's not on our side, but we've got to continue to work together. We can't do it by ignoring and giving up who we are, but we've got to constantly ask them, because it's going to impact them. They can't escape it. It's not something that's a Democratic plot or a Republican plot. This is what we have done by creating this kind of economy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Lowenthal. My name is Jessica Payne. I'm from Long Beach. I want to piggyback on our veteran and on what our other woman said. I am an insurance agent since 2010. I've been helping people get health insurance. I have a woman who lives in Long Beach who had waited 63 days. She had one diabetic drug that cost her $2,000 a month before I was able to get her on Obamacare.
Holy shit.
Now her whole policy costs her $900 a month for her and her daughter.
You got that?
And that drug's $100 a month. So Obamacare
She said
saved
I did.
this woman.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't know. We got a question now.
Who, in November, most of my clients are calling me panicked because their Obamacare rates went up from like 85 to 162. I have a couple, he's 61, she's 58. They used to make lots of money and they hated Obama because the military complex.
I hate Obama too.
He hasn't worked since he was 65 years old,
If I catch your
so 6
ass
years.
in the hood,
And
you know
last
that.
year they made $24,381,
Oh my
which
God.
means they qualify for a subsidy under Obamacare. Their policy under Obamacare is $438 for a silver plan, which is the only one that actually pays benefits above the bronze.
Without Obamacare, it would be $1,400.
Damn,
And
that's a lot.
people who are saying that getting rid of Obamacare is going to save money,
They're stupid.
the insurance companies increased those rates, both for off-insurance and for Obamacare.
But they loved Obamacare.
That $1,400 a month, that's $17,080 a year, their insurance will cost them without Obamacare. Now, they could go down to the bronze plan, which would be $15,000 a year, but it has a $6,000 out-of-pocket maximum deductible first, which means they will have to spend $2,700 more than they have just to have health care. If you don't have Obamacare.
But if you try,
And then I have on the
sometimes, you get what you
opposite
need.
end. I have
Back
a
to
client,
Alan.
the wife is 63 and the husband 60, and their policy has gone over, their kids graduated, they're working, they went from having a $900 a month subsidy to now they can't afford it because they're in the same situation as this other woman. Now, my question is, guys, you gotta understand, it breaks my heart every day. The Republicans are going to push this through, not because they want to help Americans, but because they want to get rid of the 80% cap that premiums had to go to pay for health care, 80% of the premium payment. So they're going to pass it anyway so they can get their $11 million executives to get their bonuses. What I'd like to do is, if they think this is such a great plan, I would love you to propose an amendment to have it implemented immediately, not in 2020,
Right.
after they've been reelected.
Right.
And then find out
I like that. But Obama wanted the mandate after he got elected. Sounds like a double standard.
Sounds like a double standard.
What the hell's that?
Thank you. We will try to do that. The reason why I say that is, and I'm not trying to be, negative, but the way the institution runs, the Rules Committee and the Speaker decide whether they will even accept any amendments. They have refused on healthcare to accept any amendments. Zero. Not even one. Zero. So I keep telling you, 2018.
He gave her a mean.
I'll keep this short. My name is
Thank you,
Townhall.
Jesus.
I was born in Long Beach. I was raised in Cerritos, and I've lived in Lakewood for 10 years. I am a LA Unified teacher. So this is...
We love teachers.
Can't ask this question because they're afraid now. One, it is my understanding that if there is a properly executed warrant with the correct names on it, that ICE can in fact raid schools, even if it's designated a safe zone. What would be your response to that situation? And then the other thing is, for my low-income students who use Planned Parenthood, how are you planning to protect my fellow citizens?
Students, though? Students? Okay.